All right, it's April 6th, 2024. I'm kind of out in the wilderness here of northern Illinois. Just got done with a good cigar. Enjoying some of the finer bad things in life. Just talking with myself. I know. We all do it, so it's not a big deal. You can see my shadow. That's good enough. This is God here. I know, not the voice you expected. I am a human. I have a human name, human body. I'm getting old, starting to wither away, but still going pretty good, I guess. Just got some new hips. So new life in me, metal. Not really life, but makes the flesh around it less painful. Let's see. I've been trying to share information about shit that's going on. Things I've discovered about reality. I know. You've heard a lot of this shit from other people, other philosophers, religions, scientists. It all has meaning. It's everything. It's infinite. And I don't think it's going anywhere anytime soon. But it's just interesting when you kind of discover this shit. What I would call personal enlightenment. Send you for a crazy loop for a little while. People think you go nuts, and you kind of do according to their standards. So it's something, you got to just get used to. What unlocked it for me was doing some drugs. I know people don't like that because it's an easy way to go. You're taking the easy way, fast way. And a lot of people do it. I mean, I don't know how many people realize what's going on when they're on drugs, but you're tuning into alternate reality, whatever you want to call it, the multiverse. At first, it's like, wow, feels great. A lot of your pain goes away. Your energy level goes up, but it also wrecks your body too. That extra energy causes higher vibration, which I think destroys your physical flesh faster, and why drug addicts look really run down. I've written about all this, finishing up my third book called The Code Writer, because everything's a code. It's just whether or not you can see it. But yeah, so you got this energy in you. It's what makes you alive. And obviously we got to feed the energy while we eat. And, got to give some energy back while we crap and, pee and all that good stuff. I know, it seems like I'm rambling. I am, in a way. But it's like, when you understand this, it's like, you do tend to go off on shit tons of tangents. It's hard to focus. And you got to rein yourself in somehow. Otherwise, you're going to be ostracized from society. People just think you're too damn weird. You'll probably lose some jobs, lose some friends, definitely some love, relationships, that is. They can only take so much of this shit. And then they're like, I got to move on to something normal. Someone who's still in the realm of humanity. Because you'll start to lose your human nature. You'll realize you're a spirit too. Call it whatever you want, an angel, call it the chi, I don't know. It's all kind of intertwined, what we'd call string theory, I guess. Gravity plays a big role. It holds everything together in a way. You need a counterforce to negative energy, what expands the universe and gives us space to now experience, instead of one consciousness, experience everything at once, which is very intense. And you can't really have a body, I don't think. You would just be insane like that guy on Lucy. You got to see the movie to understand what I'm talking about. But yeah, this is quite a discovery. It's like, what do? You share this out. Because on the one hand, you think, you could help people. Maybe understand at least the nut jobs and the molesters and the psycho killers and the school shooters. And, we need this, because if God is all thoughts, all experiences, then, some of them are negative and dark. And, we need some people to take on those roles. This is, kind of the story of Lucifer. Everybody's like, he's the devil, he's an asshole. Well, somebody had to take on that role, and I guess who better than God to take on that role, you know what I'm saying? So this is, I guess, how God loves us. God took on the role of the devil. Because, in any movie, it's like, who really wants to be the ultimate bad guy? Everybody hates him. Everybody wants to be the hero. Everybody wants to be Neo. It's where in Matrix 4, he says that. Agent Smith, where anybody could have chosen to be Neo, the hero, the protagonist. Somebody's got to be the side characters, or images, the NPCs. Somebody's got to get killed. Somebody's got to be the asshole or the bitch. Makes all stories worthwhile, I guess. And even, that's the thing, the story of Jesus. Whether it's real or not, who knows whether it's real history. But the story has power, and it definitely sends a coded message. You don't want to be God, because if you are, you're going to ruin the story. So the NPC's got to somehow get rid of you. Thank God we don't do crucifixions anymore. That was pretty harsh. Way to go, I guess. But yeah, you could say he was God, if you want. You want to believe in that. But you could also believe Lucifer's God, like he said he was. Somebody had to go to the dark side. Somebody had to be Vader. We all kind of love Vader and hate him at the same time. That's the thing, the devil, everybody hates him. That's why the devil's in hell. And I think, it's Freudian. That's your id, your devil side. Just do it. Who cares? Fuck it. It's fun. Live in the moment. Who cares who you hurt? It's very selfish. And then, the opposite would be that ultimate good guy who sacrifices everything for everybody. So, I guess my point is, we're eventually all going to realize what's going on, who's who, and, we're just taking on roles. Some of us are demons, some of us are angels. We're still all the same thing in a way. Consciousness. Making our way through spatial time. This is such an interesting discussion I'm having with myself. Or really, I'm having it with my phone. And not really having a discussion. I'm just, I guess, lecturing. All right. You get to that point where you're like, fuck. What do I do now? And you see why, when you discover this, there's a strong power that makes you want to end it all. So you can either just take your own life, go bird box, like that movie, and you finally see God. Are they seeing hell or are they seeing heaven? And they want to go. It could be either or. The movie never really says it. The second Bird Box kind of seems like they're seeing God and they're seeing heaven. Maybe that's why they want to go. They want to release that spirit. So it's a very revealing movie. I mean, there's all sorts of revealing movies. You know, whatever you watch, Rocky, Rambo. You know, they're all kind of Luciferian in a way. Was the latest movie I watched that, Jason Bourne. You know, the last one, the one just with his name. You know, trying to get a little redemption. Yeah, it's about forgetting who we are and what we've done. And, yeah, that's what made it all real, I guess. Because if God knows everything, then it's like, what's the point in having the story if you know everything? You know the ending. It's all going to work out in the end. And that's my main advice I can give you. Just find a way to keep going. Then just find a way to enjoy the life. It helps if you're friendlier to people. Try not to see them so much as the enemy destroying your heaven, which I think this is heaven. You know, a lot of people, no, heaven's somewhere else. No, I think it's right here because this is real. You know, and you got to earn it, which makes it worthwhile. So, yeah. Sometimes I feel like I just ramble. I mean, if I was high right now, I haven't been high in a while. So, you know, eventually you either go all in with the drugs and the drugs will kill you. Or you got to give them up and say, you know what, I got to try to find a way to live this life out until the natural world consumes me, I guess. And I die of a natural death. Because I think you keep doing the hard drugs, it's eventually going to either give you a heart attack or you're going to crash in a car accident or jump off a building. One of the things will get you. You know, some people go murder, suicide. You know, I don't know. They're just all stories. It's all what it's all for. That's what life's all about. I mean, it's pretty damn simple. And, yeah, it can be rough. You start finding yourself all by yourself, walking in the woods, talking to your phone. And, you wonder, you know, can you get back to a normal reality? Can you have friends again? Once you've seen God, so to say. And you know God is everything and everywhere and everyone. And, you know, it dives into subconsciousness where God had to hide itself. You wonder why God just doesn't show itself. And I say it because, you know, it's trees, it's leaves, it's animals, it's men, it's women. I know everybody wants to give it to one thing. That's the thing, you give away the story, you give God to something in imagination, and now it's infinite. You know, it can be anything. You can name Allah, Jesus, Brahma, whatever, you know, name you want to come up with. Zool, it's from Ghostbusters. Yeah, I don't know. Keep kind of wondering what the right thing to do is, and really there's no real right or wrong thing, I guess. Just try to live a good life. You know, it's probably better to be kind than it is to be evil. Though you'll understand why evil occurs and why God is also the devil. I know a lot of people hate that. They want God to be all good and all loving. But then you got that contradiction. You know, how can, you know, and the Bible starts to make sense in a way, you know. The Old Testament, God was an asshole. God broke his own commandments, right? Killing people. You know, for, you could say a higher purpose, whatever. You know, the purpose is just a story. God just lives for the stories through us, through all creatures. And sadly, I'm probably killing some bugs as I walk down this path. But yeah, that's part of the equation. We live, we die. Some die horribly, tragically. Some die heroically. Some just fade away, die in their sleep. But it all makes sense. You know, I guess if you really want to see God, the quickest, easiest way is to get high. And realize what you're looking at. You know, but, you know, this is the story. You know, if you want to believe in a particular religion and its characters, you know, it goes on and on. Whatever name you want to give good or whatever names you want to give evil. But, you know, the best thing is to just respect everything as much as you can. And just understand what must be created must also be destroyed. I know, I'm rambling again. I've probably been rambling the whole time. But this is it's what happens when you find enlightenment. I mean, I don't know. You know, people want to think only the Buddha became enlightened. He coined the term, I guess. But I'm just saying you'll understand when you get there. It becomes quite obvious. And you'll just know it. Yeah, you can try to convince people to believe in what you can see, but realize they're going to resist you. And they're designed to do that, you know, because this keeps everything stable. Because if everybody definitely believes in one thing, then we get a singularity, and then what do you get? You get the Matrix where Agent Smith is everybody. So one person has to destroy it, and that would be Neo. You know, even the computers and the AI, it's all part of it. You know, is this world and computer generated? You know, is God just imagination that can actually physically manifest physical reality and gravity that holds it all together? You know, I watched a little piece of Noah the other day. Talked about the creator, and when he wants to build the ark, he has no trees, and yeah, God just creates a forest for him. There you go. You'll realize that is, you know, when you're high, you'll be like, wow, that is actually possible. When you're sober is when you doubt. Yeah, that's the thing. Drugs make it easy to believe in a lot of shit, and that's probably where a lot of religions come from. People that were high hundreds, thousands of years ago on whatever plants they ate and got a high out of them. Didn't know, probably mushrooms, or smoking things like pot or peyote or ayahuasca or whatever. And yeah, it gave them new ideas. And yes, I do believe drugs make you smarter in some ways. You see reality much better, though. You become dumb to the reality you're in, and you forget where your keys are. Can't remember shit. I think that's part of it too, is part of the drug experience is it makes you forget a lot of shit you've learned. And that's sole purpose, it keeps you human. And then you're like, oh, it was just a drug experience. But that's the thing, is you do it enough and you see it enough. You know, I think you got to pop your third eye first, though, or your, what's it called? Not the amygdala, that's the fear one. Pineal gland. I don't know, open it up, you decalcify it, whatever it is. That way they put fluoride in the water to keep your pineal gland calcified. Yeah, so you got to eat a lot of organic food. You got to probably bathe using purified water. And yes, it can be done. Swim in a lot of streams. But yeah, if you get there, it could be rough, and yeah, the world around you is going to think you went fucking batshit crazy. And I'm going to try to keep this under 20 minutes because I know people's attention spans just not very long anymore. because of TikTok and all this shit, people only want to see 30-second clips of shit. You know, who has time to sit around and the patience and the focus to sit around listening to some guy video his shadow walking through the nature preserve here for 20 minutes or longer. But, you know, everybody's trying to enlighten everybody. And yeah, a lot of good videos about out there. I'm starting to like stoicism a lot. You know, that makes a lot of sense to me. And it's not really a religion, so I like that. I'm not into religion anymore. But, you know, stoicism says you should just rely on yourself to get you through the forest, so to say. But, all right, we're at 21 minutes. I'll end it at 23, because that's kind of a 2023, kind of a magical number for me. If you ever read any of my shit, that's when God first started speaking to me. And yes, it was crazy. I discovered a golf ball on the ground with the numbers 223 on it. And these numbers just show up, have been showing up a lot. They showed up a lot last year with the year 2023. So yeah, I mean, that's the thing. You'll start seeing signs that, yeah, God is trying to talk to you, send you messages, and getting you to do certain things. You know, I don't know. Is there going to be a great awakening soon, or is it going to be an all-out Armageddon? It's hard to say. We're moving towards both. Hopefully, the Illuminati is working so that we don't destroy everything. It'd be sad if humans wipe ourselves out. We haven't been around that long. You know, and we're the smartest of the creatures, it seems like. But anyways, all right, we're at 22:24. So got about a minute here to wrap this up. So just keep going. Keep trying to fit in. If you're an awakened soul, keep trying to spread some good vibes. And you know, you start pushing it too much, like I might try to do on the eclipse here on Monday, April 8th. I got to do a little experiment, see if what happened to me back in 2017, where it seems like I got really high and almost felt like I was going to levitate. It scared the fuck out of me. Oh, I passed it. All right, so we're at 23. We'll end it at 22. Have a great day, and see you later.